Hello, everyone. This is Saul again, doing another live stream, and with my friend Wombat. Hey, Wombat. You look pretty cozy there in your snuggie. It's getting to be a little bit chilly here. Actually, I want to go close the window. Which has the nice side effect of tuning out some of the sounds that are here in my neighborhood. Anyway, yesterday we implemented a reformat of all of the rows, all the selected rows, and even the current row, so that we can easily read the whole transcript as it's happening without having to scroll over. That seems to work. Today we can continue on with that to do a split similarly. Instead of splitting it on word number, we're going to split on time. We've had that working in the past, but we're going to get it working again here. I also wanted to implement something, skipping the cut sections from the transcript. So basically to play back things, and I mean it currently does, it tries to skip them, or at least it did try to skip them, and we're going to try to fix that and make it be a little bit better. So we'll see how far we get today. It's I may not be here the full 2 hours, I may not be here for more than an hour today. We'll see. And I'm going to put on some music here because I don't know, I haven't done this in a while. Listen to this soundtrack. This soundtrack is the Machinarium soundtrack. It's from a video game, but a point-and-click adventure game from 2009. It's really lovely, the whole game, the artwork and the music, soundtrack and everything. This is a favorite thing for me to code to. So anyway, if anyone stops by after the fact, I hope that you enjoy it. And here we go. Turn it down a little bit so that it's just background. Hey Anya, welcome. Can you hear this? Is it too soft? Should I turn it up a little bit? It's a trying a little experiment. That's a lot of questions I asked to hear yes. I want to know if you can hear it and if it's too soft. Pretty faint. Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit. Is that okay? Because it's pretty loud for me. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just turn my own volume down here. Okay, cool. Well, as I was just explaining to my future listeners, the goal for today, at least, is going to split a row based on the given time, just like we did yesterday for splitting based on word number. So we'll try this. I'm not sure how this soundtrack is going to work to focus. There's like too much going on possibly, but we'll give it another little bit. Okay, so let's see here. I did have some changes I made last night. Not too many, but right. Okay, so I changed the number of words to be a sum of the interior words because I'm including now the cut sections as little ellipses and in the text, just because I want to show them if there's a mix in there. And I started using min and max. I don't think that was the case yesterday, so I'm actually using min and max at the start and the end so that I can get a little bit more better fidelity here. And if we run this, And then, so then I have to, these things are computationally intensive, so I have to use draw cache property or else it's a little laggy. So, yeah, so you see how this looks here. Let's try it with this. So it's fine. And then this underline, I'm using underline to indicate section headers. I'm not sure if that's the right one. It looks, for some reason, it keeps confusing me. And if you play something here,
let's try it. Are we recording?
Yeah, let's do the math.
then you can see that it highlights the current
main scale, well, I guess the main scale
line with this blue.
An infant is mag 0. You come out of the womb, some kilograms.
Go down a little bit
and
here.
Yep, I'm looking at the periodic table right here.
So anyway, so you can see it move on, and then you can go to the current line. So we're basically not using the cursor for the playhead anymore, which I think is a good choice. Otherwise, I was having problems moving up while we were while it was playing. This is actually a little bit. I mean, it's fine, but it's not as zippy as Vdaw usually is. So I wind up fixing this some other point. Anyway, we're gonna wind up. What I basically want to do, I'm gonna get this very simple thing working, which is to do a cut, and I'm just going to do a cut in the middle here. Oh, I just changed, sorry, Anya, to answer your question, how did you add a line between sections? I just changed the DAW header to use underline instead of on blue. So I felt like actually using a color was more confusing for the header. Well, I don't know. I'm just playing with it. So we're using an attribute underline instead, and then we're using the color blue for the play headline. Okay. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's okay. We'll see if I can get used to it. Anyway, so let me actually commit these things here. I think this is all mostly legit. The other thing we're going to do, or want to do anyway, is set the cut column to an int instead of true and false or some other string or something. Between the last and first element of a section. Yeah, so you want it on the bottom element of a section instead of the top one. Sure, that makes sense to me. I don't know. It's a little bit of work to fix it right now, and it's also a little weird to have the, like right now if you use the underline here, DAW header, it'd be DAW footer, and so we would just make it be a footer instead, but that's kind of awkward. And actually what you really want is for it to be before the header, so that if the footer doesn't, either doesn't exist or is edited out or something, it still applies. Anyway, I don't know. I think we're gonna leave it for the moment, but yes, you're right. We could look into fixing that. Do I still use curve filter at all? I do. Well, I guess I could remove some of this stuff actually now that I'm on the other sheet. Let me add that. Remove filter. Yeah, I don't use these commands anymore, so I should remove them. Okay. So let's do this. So what I want, I wanted to this cut level. I'm saying the cut level. The idea is that there's multiple rounds of cutting, and so we'll cut. The first round will be cut level 1, and then after we've done that, then we go to cut level 2, and then cut level 3. And so the idea is that whatever the current cut level is what we use for the cut, and it's going to set it to the maximum cut level. So once you've moved on, made your first cut, then all the cuts will be that level. Yep. Just change the name of it. Okay. Is it? Oh, I also, yeah, so here's where I made these changes to do the min and max of things. The other thing I added here was this contains for a row. Like I said, I implemented this last night. The idea is now you can say if t in row, t being a floating point timestamp, and it'll kind of just do the comparison for you and also handle whether or not the start or the end is none, because sometimes it is for edited sections. And that looks nice. For instance, where are we? Here we go. S playback time in R. That was a super easy colorizer to add because of that change. Yeah. This is me just reviewing. Oh, right. And then I can also remove the check cursor stuff. Okay, yeah. You know, let's just do some cleanups here first. That's kind of as of now. Yeah, so that was the C, which is a nice little piece from the soundtrack. This is my favorite of this soundtrack.
Well, when we're talking about matter, stuff, you can see it, touch it, lift it.
Okay, let's pause that for a moment so I can focus more fully. I don't know. So we've already got the split at word here. Now we're going to create a split at time. We're going to try to create the same interface for it. I don't need the previous row. I don't need to quite do this because this is doing their whole reformat. So what's happening currently is that when I press A in the middle of it, it no longer can find, well, it says not found, and I'm pretty sure it's not this one up here that's finding, because like the blue, it is highlighting the current row, that's fine. I think it's the second one here. This is lingering from before. And basically now we're doing a recursive get row index, or well, we're doing a one level down get row index, but the next level down are the individual words. And so since we're pressing A in between two words, those words literally aren't going to have they aren't going to exist. It's not going to be there. So we kind of need to find it's the word after, I guess. Anyway, some way of splitting it up based on that. So I think we're just going to say split at time from a row, and that's going to get us a new row, previous row, and the next row, split row, something like that. And so that's going to give us the two rows, and then we're going to possibly, this should be the same. But also might not be. Then we're going to add a row. I see this is where this is. We don't need to set the end. We don't need to do all this stuff anymore. We're going to add a row, but we're going to create the row inside the split at time thing. There we go. Add row, next new row, I guess. The index being the index plus 1. That seems fine. Excuse me. That might be it, actually. As long as split at time gives us this new row. So the idea is that split at time is going to work like split at word. It's going to reach down to where the actual bottommost words are, find the time between the two. Well, if it's the middle of a word, we'll just pick one side of the word arbitrarily, probably before the word. And if it is between the words, which is expected, then it will split on that, just like it does for split at word. I may try to use that same logic. I think I tried yesterday, and I just wound up putting that off until we got the first one working. Okay, so let's get rid of this stuff. And I think none of this stuff is actually relevant anymore. Oh, I do want to put a message there. Oh, that may be in the split at time. Yeah, all this stuff I kind of just have to do over again. With split at time. I'm just going to remove it all. Just think about it again. Flatten rows may not be used anymore. I don't think it's used anymore. Yeah, everything all just goes away here. It's going to be a lot simpler. Okay, so we're going to do split at time. So this is the big function here, split at time. This is why we did all that refactoring yesterday into this edit row thing, so that we can do much more self-contained operations like this. I think this is going to, do this again, edit row, 2 edit rows. Okay. So let's try this again here. We have to, do I have a split word up there? Here it is, split word. Yep, similar concept, I think. Instead of word, it's going to be time. Let's just copy this and see how much we can understand about this. It's not word num. It's time. And here, we're not going to track the number of words at all. I think we're just going to look at the time. Basically, as long as we're in an edit row, contains, it's just start and end, and it's maximal. So we're going to find the sub-row with this time. And it's kind of like the word num. Well, word num is global and this is just the time. It's just, okay. So we're gonna find this for sub-row R in before rows and after rows. Actually, this is going to be pretty simple here. Maybe simpler than the other one. Let's see. So before rows is going to be everything until the I. And after rows is going to be everything after the I. But actually it's I plus 1 because it's in this row. Yep, and all we've got left is row I. The mid row is, I'm going to try to keep the nomenclature the same here. See here. Yeah, I don't think I need to do any of this stuff. Word is contained within the summer. I mean, not word n. This is actually going to be time t. But let's see here. Do I even care? We're going to create the two different edit rows. Section is legit. SR. Oh, it's actually mid row. Okay, that's better. Okay. Great. So this is also mid row here. This is got before, and then we split it. And this is if the mid row is also an edit row. Makes sense. Time t. Base case, when it's not an edit row, we're still doing all of this work. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to, okay, here we go. So, plus the mid row, but the mid row, oh, I see. This is, we are owning These are probably everything is a word in between. Here we go. So if it's an edit row, then we can do this. And that'll work for every layer down to the bottommost one. But in our existing scene, we've only got the topmost and the bottommost one. So this is mostly irrelevant. For our immediate case anyway. But we still have to account for the fact, and this is where I keep getting bound up in this. I want to have an edit row at the bottom too. It's not going to help us right now anyway. But if all of our bottom rows are not edit rows, then we kind of just have to see if it's between things. Anya, you don't have to tell us when you are in a meeting. Thank you for letting me know, but you can just go ahead and go to a meeting. It's fine. Okay. So I have a non-edit row. Basically, I'm trying to figure out if it's between this row and the previous row, I guess. I guess there's a possibility that the word they're overlapping. I don't think that makes sense. There's a possibility they're out of order. Can never find it. That's a different issue, and we should fix that at a different level, which I'm leading to. But okay, so this is going to be before rows, after rows. We're just gonna give it, if it's not this one, I can never remember the exact semantics here. If I've got a list, I split it until 2, and then from 2 on, is that right? It is right. Okay. So it's both sides of the list. And there's no mid-row in this case. It's just going to be between the two. Honestly, I should just... No, I do have to create the 2 rows. If not mid-row, we're going to create edit row for each side. Okay, this is messy, but I think it might actually work. Okay.
Episode is Mag Matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it.
Okay, assertion error. Oh. I see. You can't do the test unless it's... T is less than or equal to the row start. If I is 0, then before rows is empty and after rows, which is awkward, but we'll just do that. Otherwise, it's fine. Oh, it's hard listening to myself talk every single time. I really don't like my intro here. That's part of why I'm cutting it, but I have to listen to myself do it poorly.
So it is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it.
Okay, no section. Oh. It's not a mid-row section. This is going to be self.section. Maybe the other ones should be too.
Episode is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it.
Oh, there's no mid-row. Where did I go? So this is going to be self.speaker. Okay, sure, yeah. There's no mid-row.
Episode is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it.
4 rows. Oh, it ended the loop. So it wound up getting all the way without being able to find it. So why? Oh, that would be the end of it then. Except for it shouldn't have gotten there. Oh, if it's less than start, if it's equal to 0, then do this. Otherwise, we actually are going to be checking this performer. Okay, I think that was just a mistake there.
Episode is mag
Again.
matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it.
Oh, look at that. Okay. So that works, and that's great. Now, though, we need to be able to delete something. So, edit row to support. Oh. Okay, so now I do need to, I need to change the edit row, at least the cut property, to imply the cuts all throughout. Maybe just at the top level. Probably just at the top level. Wait a second. You know, the cut property is an actual proper property. Is it? Hold on a second. Is it both? When I create a row, should it be, Do I want, cut has to be a property, not a, I'm sorry, an attribute, whatever, something settable, not a computed property, right? So I do want to be able to roll things up and have it know that it's partially cut. Maybe that just happens at the outside. Maybe it actually is a Yeah. Kind of think that it's... No, cut equals 0. That's the cut level. Could be none too, but 0's fine. Yeah, something about that's a little funny. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, because it's not an int anymore, right? Okay. I'll have to fix this. That's fine. I can do that. Let's just... Well, I'll do that later. I want to make sure that I can delete one row here first.
Episode is Mag Matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it, lift it, throw it.
Why did that... If not... Subrows is none? I don't know why the cut will matter here. Oh, I see. It's actually literally in the cut, the playhead colorizer. It contains. No. Oh. It's interesting that removing the cut property has this effect. I guess I'm not sending in the cut. It shouldn't matter for what we're doing. Gosh, I'm looking forward to cleaning this stuff up. Why did this cut cause this big problem? Oh, having a little bit of a hard time focusing today. I don't know why that is. Anyway, 15 more minutes left. Let me try to do something here. Get this thing working. It's in the middle of this. I feel like I have to mark these cut sections based on their subrows. If the subrows are there, at least I can set the cut based on this. Whether that works or not is an open question. Subrows. Cut level, there we go. Self.subrows. Okay, I'm not sure this is going to work, but oh. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, if this is a transitional issue here. Since I have these strings, which it's just changing me numbers to be honest, but it's gonna. Yeah, okay, let me just do it. Oh, hi, Anya. Let's do that. Oh, okay, well, saving does not work now. I have to save things. Figure this out. Edit rows, because it has to be a dict, I guess, huh? Oh, boy. So here I can make this be a proper dict, or an adder dict at least. Maybe No, I need to be able to serialize this. Okay, what is the Python ism for? Thought I could just add a method on it. Hopefully I can that returns a dict. As dict maybe? To dict? Default? To JSON? Yeah, this is not right. This is... Yeah, but I can't because they're properties. Yeah, I guess I have to add a function there. Default equals... Okay, so we're going to do this to JSON. Well, that's clever, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to make a large-scale default, which is great. And then, yes, I agree. Let's just use toJSON. Default, not default. What is that? Oh, I see. Okay, and then we're going to say default, not default. Equals JSON encoder. Default. This is exactly why we love Python. So we can just monkey patch everything. Here's the dumper. And then we're going to add a to. Honestly, I could just make this be a lambda. Now I'm getting in the weeds here. I'll leave it. Okay, so we're just going to return all of our properties as a dict. And we're going to have the section and the speaker and the start, the end. Duration, I think, is always computed. Cut and subrows. Maybe it's base rows. We have to look for, oh, then word. Okay, this might work. I think we're gonna have to check and make sure that we can reload it. Oh boy. Oh no! Did I blow away the transcript? I did blow away the transcript. That's an issue, that if the save fails... well... let's see. Okay, so, excuse me. I think we have to, oh no, oh no. Oh no, do I have to redo all of that work again? I don't think I've been playing with fire here, everybody. I've been YOLOing this all around. I've been checking all the code in, but I did all that work the other night to label these 30 different sections, and I didn't back it up when I was done. Do I have any other copies here laying around? Maybe I have this one. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to parse this XMD, which I already have this. Ugh. Well, that serves me right. Okay, so let me see how I can get myself back into business. I have to reparse this XMD, hope for the best. Okay. Well, let's figure it out. Oh boy, it's an exciting time here. So there's nothing in rows. Why? Oh. Rows. Oh, okay, there's just no... So that's not showing anything. Why is it not showing anything? Seems like it should work. Try parsing it anyway. Why doesn't it parse this properly? Oh, is it the time? It has to include a dot in it. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Actually, I'm going to put this as okay, I can. Oh, because it's not. Well, that's an issue that it's trying too hard. I think maybe it should just be a additive. Oh, I still have cuts. Okay, that's gotta fix that. So let me do this here as long as I'm here. We're gonna set these cuts to 1 and then save them off to here. Good luck. Okay, will that blend? Okay, there's, what's this issue with the duration here? It's called base rows, not sub rows. I think that's the real issue. I gotta clean this up. This is starting to get to be a mess here. Okay, why that's only 57 minutes? It's an interesting question. Why is it slow? Is another interesting question.
That's really all the math you need to know to start.
Okay. Wait, you lost all the section stuff? Okay, how did that happen? We had this here. There's my sections. save it, it's not. Why not? So many issues at the moment. Why didn't the sections get saved? Because it should, I think. Load marker. Yeah, I gotta fix this. Okay, that's those. Again, I don't know why the duration sum. I guess we're gonna go over here, select everything, fill everything. Oh no, fill. So call fill. That fixes that. And then save this as the transcript. And I'm gonna copy this off here before it's too late. Let's actually put it in my audio. Okay, at least it's saved now. So it might be working. Let's try that edit again.
Is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it.
Okay, so that did not work. Give me 2 rows. They're broken. Gosh, when it worked that one time, I got so excited. Is there anything in here? Let's see if there's anything in here at all, or if it's just bunk. No sub rows. In either one. Why, oh why? When I added those 2 rows, I split at the time, and added 2. Actually, let me just try it again and just see exactly what happened here. Because here's, yeah, it's just, it added 2 rows, but it didn't keep either of them. Stuff, I don't know, which path did it go through? Split at time. Here, we'll do this. Classic debugging technique. Which path did you take? have, unfortunately, I don't have a thesis at the moment. I'm just trying to gather information. Let me try A, B, C. So it's going to choose one number and one letter. Okay, I think it must be 3. And C. It has to be 3 and C. How could it be otherwise? Let's make sure.
Is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it, lift it, throw it.
Oh, only C. Where's 3? Oh, it ran through the entire loop and never found it. Well, that would be if the final, if the time is after the final, well, all the starts, right? Oh, there's an else if. Okay, so hold on, so there's no else. So basically, I is not 0, that's fine. But then we were for the start, and if the end of the last row is before T, which it should be, and T is below before R dot start, which it should be. How is this not the case? We're gonna have to print
Is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it.
Okay. So I printed out. Wow, let's print out all these. If it doesn't, okay, if T is below R dot start, time T is, I don't know. I'll print out time T then.
Is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it.
Okay, so 128, 251. So previous row, 128, 251, the start is before it. The start of the previous row is before it. And the end is after it. Oh, so we're in the middle of a word. Right? Well, not showing here, but matter stuff. So for some reason, it's finding a couple words ago, which is not ideal. Well, that's the previous word. Okay, so at least it's finding that. So why is it? It should be finding. And what you're saying is that it's in the word. If it's in the word. Oh, if it's between the words. So this is actually literally on a word. Okay. So I think what we're saying here is that it's literally, it thinks it's on a word. If we have matter, or yeah, matter is the word, let's say 100, well, actually it says it's an about, 128.25. So it's in the word about. I don't like that. It doesn't seem like it's right, but that might be a function of our word assignment, which we can clean up in a different way. I mean, that's pretty egregious, though. Oh, well, that's because we didn't do. Okay, so that's I can fix that by actually running our other script, a merge transcript with the word level things. That'll at least help this. But this should at least have done something. And so that's the issue. So it's in the wrong, so it's in the middle of a word. I think what's happening is that it's finding the word that it's in the middle of and doesn't know how to do anything with that. So we have if it's before a certain thing. Otherwise, we need to have this case where it's, this is the case. This is, no, it's before this start. So it should be in the middle of the previous word. Right? Okay, so I think this is what's going to happen here. It's going to find the previous word, or the middle word rather. Okay.
Let's try it. Are we recording? It is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it.
Insertion error. How is that not the case?
It is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it.
128.4 is before this row, and it's before the previous row. Why was it not finding the 07? Oh, it's not. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so it should be in that row. Start, end. Assert prevar start is less than t is less than or equal to end. Why is that not the case? That's correct. What? I'm missing.
Let's do the math.
It is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it, touch it.
Oh, it's the second. Wait a second. Oh, there's a break. Oh my gosh. Herp a derp. Okay. That's the answer. I needed to actually. So this code is pretty trashy.
It is mag matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it.
Great. So now I think we just, okay, now I think we're going to run that, let's see here. Let's merge transcripts. And we've got our transcript here. Oh, I guess it's dot. Okay, we've got our people. start. Oh, because it's there, but it's none. Okay, fine. I hate it, but whatever. Okay, let's do that. Let's actually try this. See how good you can do. Old transcript. And I think once I have this working, I'm going to call it for today. Have a more mild time. I noticed that Miss Rod is not here. Oh, and I think neither is Anya at this point. Okay. Oh, you are? Why is participants not showing you are? I don't understand this interface. Oh well. Okay, so let's look at, thanks Anya. I think roll call. Okay, so I think, wait. Well, how am I not understanding how this works? Okay, so I'm sorry for everybody who is here and is paying attention. Thank you for being here and paying attention. And again, I can't figure out this interface apparently. Astronaut Love Triangle. That sounds like a fun handle. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. So now we're just seeing if this transcript works. I'm gonna get renewed energy because there are actual people here. I was starting to wane, starting to flag. Okay, so I loaded it. I wanted to see if the Mr. MC Fresher. Yeah, nice to see you. I was thinking actually, once I'm done with this project, we should do a live stream fixing up some dark draw issues of your choosing. And that'd be a fun little diversion. After I get this thing working though. Okay, so I wanted to try this once more and see that I can cut it.
Episode is Mag Matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can see it,
Okay,
touch it.
great. And look at that, the timing is more correct. Now let's delete that. Okay, it did not work for the same reason as before, but is it just row.cut? I think it's just row.cut. Oh, it's for okay. I think I just do row.cut because I think we're turning all of the sub rows into attrdix as well. Once more with feeling. Actually, I'm gonna move this. Copy this into transcript. Huh. I am working on a podcast. I have one episode in the bag, another episode half edited, and this episode is working on a rough cut. So it doesn't depend on it, but I've decided that I'm not going to push out any episodes until I have a reproducible process, which means that I feel confident that I can go to the studio and record and then come out and edit and, actually go from start to finish without feeling like I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. And we're not quite there yet. This software is part of that process of me feeling comfortable. It's like 10 times as much work as I really should do. I really should just be putting this into a piece of paper and sending it over to the Google Docs. That's how I edited the first one. But like I said, that's not sustainable. So I'm doing this process. So there will be a podcast. I mean, this is literally what we're editing here. And I'm really hoping it's within the next week or two because it's been too long and we're just recording more content and produce more episodes or produce more content, 4 episodes anyway. So very, very soon, but not exactly yet. And this whole live stream is part of this process too, where, I recognize that I want things to be to a certain quality level and maybe they're not there yet, but I still have to release something. I can't just not release anything because I don't feel it's quite up to snuff. I mean, it's as good as it is, and it's not offensive or terrible. I just need to let go of it being perfect. And so this live streaming is part of that process where I'm like, well, it's here. There's a handful of people who are interested in it. They don't care that it's not perfect. It's just me talking. So Anyway, it's a process. I'm trying to figure out the process. Here we are. Okay, so let's try it once more.
Episode is Mag Matter, where we'll be talking about matter, stuff. You can
Great. Delete. Yes! Yes! Do you see that? That just worked. I know, it's a minor, it's such a small thing after an hour and a half, but it works. Yay! Okay, let's save this off. And yes, and make sure I can load it back in again with it edited like that. And brilliant. Okay, so we've accomplished our first mission, and perhaps maybe our only mission for today. We'll see. I'm going to actually at least add this stuff to Git so that I at least have a checkpoint. But I think the next thing I'm going to do here, if I'm going to have another few seconds here, I need to go back and clean this stuff up. This is really a mess. Come on. In here, edit row, like, oh, we'll get rid of these statuses for one thing. Add marker. Did I actually see that? Oh, I guess I didn't. It may have shown me, it may not have. Yeah, I need to... Let's ditch it. I don't care. Anyway, edit row up here. This kind of is a mess here. Like this all could be cleaned up. I feel like I should clean it up before I lose this context again. Like just even things like setting this marker equal to section instead of section equal to section, just like changing the names once and for all. Okay, let me actually add things and get them out of the way here. Lots of changes. I'll just commit them for now. This is split at time plus other fixes. Did some stuff, as always. Okay, let's look here. What do we do? I'm going to remove this check cursor, which is, again, now unnecessary. The next thing is for us to skip the cuts, and so I'll have to figure out a way to do that, but I think it's not going to be in the check cursor code because we're not using the cursor to play stuff. So, well, let's see here. Well, okay, that's not true. We do want some kind of, no, we don't. We can have it just, we can just press A wherever it is on the playhead and it'll figure it out. Yeah, I don't think we do need the cursor. I think we're just going to ditch this. Remove. Input a filter parm, ditch it. Set filter parm by index. I don't want any of this crap. I do want it on, oh, do I want it? I might want it on the, do I want that? Okay, I'll leave that for now. Okay, so there's a check cursor movement. Half of them anyway. Save as int. I think these are all good. Split row, good. Delete works. Okay, Anya. I will see. I think I'm just gonna clean this stuff up and then call it. This is the only thing I would want doing here. I did colorize it based on time. So the skip is the next thing. I got the cut level. I haven't seen that bug in a while. I need that. Okay, also that rename. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm not gonna. I mean, yeah, I could use binary search, but do it when I need it. Not sure about that. All that's previous. Round tripping seems to work decently. Okay, rename row word to row. So those two things I still want to do. I say the same things over and over again, so maybe I'll just do it now. I get rid of these weirds because, yeah, everything seems to work. Don't know. Okay. Okay. There's my to-do. We're kind of burning through items here. This is not too bad. I tell myself that in order to keep myself motivated. But really, I mean, some of this code is gross, and it's 530 lines of code, but it does seem to work. So I'm getting pretty pleased about things. Okay, let's go ahead. First of all, I'm going to add this to-do stuff that I added and remove that stuff. Sure, yes. Clean up dead. Unused filter things. Okay, then, like I said, as long as I'm here, we're going to do this rename of these two things. Which are, well, three things, I guess. Because once we do that, it's going to get, at least be simpler here. Okay, so let's look at marker. This should be section. Call that. Do one round of manual stuff here. So this is all going to be sections. Right now it doesn't have to be. I knows. That'll be section. Add marker. It's actually split. Okay, so marker. If we get the marker, that's going to be a section again. These are all sections. Well, I'll keep that for the moment. Marker, though. Just that one. So now if I run this on here and save it off, we're just going to save it off as C to be sure we're doing things right. And then change this to section, section, section. Then C should work. Great. Okay, so one down, marker to section. We're just cleaning some things up, Anya. We're cleaning up the names that have been thwarting me. So now it's going to be, finally, section instead of marker, and text instead of word. So let's look for word. And this one, I may need to actually go deeper because the literal words at the bottom are still going to have the word. So let me do this exactly manually here. That's going to be a pain because they're going to be words. So I'm going to have to change the scripts that I have. Oh, this is a nightmare. Word, yes. Oh. Word segments. So it's just these words. And if I'm going to be converting things to... Oh, it's in this line too here. Word to text. Okay, that's my own damn fault. That's text. So now the human level stuff is going to be text. And we're going to do a 2-level thing here to make sure we can handle both. Try getting it as a word, and if not, we'll get it as text. Okay. Oh, and then the section here, marker. Oh, it's section because that got split. Strip rather. Okay, there's that. I guess we can add more to-dos in here. Okay. looking reasonable. Marker to section. No section that direction. Done. Word to text. I have to do this manually on my existing transcript. Get rid of that. Text. Word. Text equals. Oh, combine rows actually isn't going to work anymore, is it?